Welcome back to the Havoc Rundown. I'm your host, Justin, and tonight we're diving into one of the most exciting storylines from the October 4th NHRL event, which was qualifier number 6. This featured fierce competition across all the weight classes. In the 3-pound division, one bot stood out above the rest, and that bot was Jelly Baby. This isn't Jelly Baby's first taste of victory this year. With their second dumpster win in 2025, the bot has officially earned a reputation as one of the most consistent, creative, and feared weights in the field. Built around a 2-wheel drive control platform with a rear hinge lifter, Jelly Baby combines thoughtful design, smart driving, and adaptability to stay competitive fight after fight. And tonight we're thrilled to welcome the person behind that success, Paige Clayfield. Hi, Paige. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing good.
Thank you so much for being on with us. We are so excited to talk to you, and our listeners have some really great questions for you at the end as well. So gonna be a great conversation. So we're going to be breaking down what made this tournament run special, what has taken to reach to this level, and what's next, as well as some of the stuff that we saw during the October 4th tournament. And of course, I'm not doing this all alone. Joining me tonight are Thomas Carroll.
Wait, I'm joining? What?
Sure hope so. Ryan Hunter.
Hello there.
Tony Baker.
Hey everyone, I'm still here.
And unfortunately, Ashley's not able to join us tonight, but as usual, I am your host, Justin. So let's get into it. But before we break down October, we like to break the ice by going over into that newly renovated corner of our studio that Ryan likes to torture us in. So let's go to Ryan's game corner. What do we got going on tonight?
It does smell like new rug. I had to replace it. Nothing peed on it. Don't worry about it. Okay. So the game that I have thrown together for everybody today is, what's that reference? There's a lot of robots in our field that are references to fun things in media. So I have gotten 5 of them, and I'm going to tell you the robot name, and I want you all to guess what the reference is. I will allow everybody, I'll let you ding in. If nobody gets it, points go to Ashley. All right?
That's nice. I like that.
Time to get everything wrong.
So, super quick, I'm going to read out the robot name, and if you think you know what it is, ding in. All right?
Sounds good.
Does everybody get it?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, that was predictable.
Is it because I like?
No.
Man.
Some of these are actually, I might be getting actually a lot of points because they are a little hard, but that's fine. All right. I'm going to start with Knee Biter. What is Knee Biter a reference to? I'll tell you what. 2 points if you can be specific. 1 point if you just get the
like genre,
the general where it's from.
Okay.
Like the movie or whatever it's referencing.
It's a corgi.
The first thing is Knee Biter.
It's a corgi.
Would you like to dig in before you guess?
Oh, ding.
Tony.
It's a corgi.
It is not a corgi. No, it is not a corgi. This is specifically referencing something said in a piece of media. Thomas?
Oh, no, that was Tony dinging before. That wasn't me.
Okay.
I'll ding. Okay, I'll ding here.
Okay.
I want to say it's from an anime. I don't know what.
It is not from an anime.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. The full line would be, "You absolute knee biter."
That doesn't help me at all.
I would like to ding in for
Yes.
the movie Dodgeball.
It is not Dodgeball, no. I believe the only one who hasn't guessed yet is Thomas.
Okay, well, I'm just going to have to come up with something entirely
Oh,
wrong.
Okay.
Is it from the 1978 March 5th New York Times on page 6, paragraph 2.
It's from a piece of
Sentence
very
3.
prominent pop culture.
Yeah, that's what I was guessing.
I mean, it's not from the most prominent part of it, but it is.
I am kicking myself now because I have read this multiple times. I think everyone has already taken a guess, and once I took a guess, I was like, I'm going to look it up because I have to.
So Ashley is getting points. Justin, what do you think it's from?
It's from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yes,
I was
it's
gonna
from
guess
Hitchhiker's
that
Guide
as
to
a
the
joke,
Galaxy.
and then I decided to go with something even sillier.
So there's a character in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy called the Wowbagger, and he's an immortal, and he has decided to. Yeah, he just keeps popping up, and his goal is to insult everybody in the universe at least once, and he calls Arthur Dent an absolute knee biter. All right.
As someone who had a robot called Hitchhiker, I am forever shamed by not remembering this.
It's a very obscure part of the book that, it's just one of those like Douglas Adams nuggets of what even was this?
It was the last book too. It's the last book in the series.
The last one's going to be the most obscure thing, and when I asked the builder what it is in the past, he like apologized. It was like, you're not gonna get it. It's a whole thing, but it's also really good. All right, the next one I want to do is William Marchese special, Adamant Barrage. What is Adamant Barrage a reference to?
Okay, this one's got to be.
I'm not giving you points for saying anime. I'm not.
I mean,
it's Will. Let's be real.
I mean, I don't know what it's from, but I'm just gonna guess Would
you like to ding first?
Popular anime. Ding.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess it's Attack on Titan for the only reason that it's somewhat popular right now.
It is not Attack on Titan, actually.
Okay, ding.
And I confirmed this with Will before we started playing.
I don't believe it.
Okay, I'm gonna say ding. The one anime that I have not watched only because the amount of episodes in it is so oppressive that I have not even gotten One Piece.
It is not One Piece. No.
Okay.
Older.
Really?
Older than One Piece?
It's older than One Piece. I'm pretty sure it's older than One Piece.
You should double check that.
Oh, of course it is. Okay, now I'm kicking myself for this one too. I should have guessed this.
I believe Paige and Tony haven't guessed yet.
I haven't seen a lot of old anime, so I'm just going to ding in with the oldest anime I have seen. Is it Slayers?
It is not Slayers. It's not like old. It's not like 80s old. I'll give you that. But it is definitely.
It's not older than the start of One Piece.
Honestly, I don't watch very much anime, so I have no clue.
One Piece is older, right? By a couple of years. Okay, I don't think Tony's guessing, so.
No, I have no idea.
Wait, Tony,
technically, no. Technically, no. The Shonen started before One Piece did. The Shonen started in 1996. The Shonen for One Piece started in 1997.
Okay.
Okay, well, we're talking about the anime, so...
Yeah. Tony, do you have a guess? Or
Yu-Gi-Oh!
It is not Yu-Gi-Oh! It's actually Inuyasha. It is a reference to Inuyasha. It's an attack that Inuyasha does. The titular character.
There's gonna be one person in the audience who has seen that.
Oh no, Will is listening right now going,
he's the one person in the audience.
How do they not get that? Okay, my next one. Puka. What is Puka?
If only he was named Pookie.
Ding, I guess. It's a cartoon that aired on Disney XD.
That's not the reference though. I'm very sorry.
No.
Okay, we gotta
the builder has a theme of these robots.
I know the builder. I know the
Yep.
bots. I don't know the theme. Ashley's definitely winning this.
This is definitely a much older reference than anime. Would anyone else like to dig in, or is Ashley getting a third point? Puka.
Ding.
Okay, Thomas.
It is in reference to the 1978 New York Times, May 5th, page 12, column 2, paragraph 1, sentence 8.
And what is that sentence?
Puka.
No, that's not what it is.
I can't believe it.
If anyone else would not like to guess, I'm sorry. I thought that this one at least. No?
No,
Okay. Puka is from Irish folklore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's actually a shape-shifting horse.
Oh, yes, I forgot. The shape-shifting horse that haunts my nightmares.
You know, that old thing that we all know.
Yeah. Okay. I guess this was too hard, but that's fine. Ashley's getting all the points. She'll be very happy about it. All right. I'll do one last one.
We have to get some of these right.
Okay. This one's very obscure.
Oh, God.
I'll tell you what. I will give a point for at least where it comes from. All right. Zathras, Beast of Burden.
What in the...
Is it from a video game? Ding, is it from a video game?
It's not from a video game, no.
Okay.
Ding, is it Greek mythology?
It is not Greek mythology.
Ding, is it the New York Times?
No. See, the builders are bigger nerds than we are.
Made the hardest game possible.
I did.
See, the problem is every builder has their own unique thing that they dive so deep into.
Brian, no one is
only
getting this.
person that actually knows what
no
this
one is getting this.
reference
This is a throwaway line from a show that you have to be I don't know. This is a throwaway line. There is no way any of us are getting this.
This is from Babylon 5. Has anyone seen Babylon 5?
It's not like it's a character's name from Babylon 5. It's literally a line spoken in Babylon 5. It's one line spoken in one episode in Babylon 5.
And you guys remember that guy running in Star Wars with the ice cream machine? Yeah, that's the reference to my robot. Right again.
Ryan's questions are like, oh yeah, let's look at the credits of this movie. Guy holding a balloon number 2. What is the actor's name? Hell.
Okay.
What's
Rorschach.
the easiest one you have?
Rorschach.
Is Rorschach the
Ding.
character?
Ding.
I think Thomas Ding first.
Rorschach is the eye test. Yeah.
It is the eye test, but that's not the reference.
I'm going to Rorschach
Paige.
myself.
Heartbreaking. Is it from Watchmen? Is that?
It is from Watchmen. Rorschach is from Watchmen. There you go. That was the easiest one. Yeah. Okay. I think we're gonna leave the game corner. I made that one a little
I'm happy.
too complicated.
I'm gonna name my next bot Phil Tippett.
Yeah.
You know who that is?
No.
It's the guy in the credits of Jurassic Park credited as being the dinosaur wrangler.
I love it. I love it so much. All right. Get out of my game corner. Next episode, I have something really fun. Next episode, I have something really, really fun planned, and everyone will have to watch the YouTube version because it's going to have visuals.
Oh, and builders, if you're going to make a crazy reference, you are now required to tell me at safety check-in.
Thomas is going to add it to the safety check. What is this
the
a reference
meaning of your
of?
name?
What about Battleship Yamato? Does anyone know what Battleship Yamato?
No.
I know of the battleship named Yamato, but
I actually know that one. I haven't seen it, but I know about it. It's supposedly the greatest anime to have ever existed.
It is a pretty 80s anime. If you really like 80s anime, it's a really good 80s anime. It's about battleships in space. Instead of like spaceships, they have a battleship that just flies through space. It's the best. Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right. Get out of my games corner. Next week I got something fun. Not next week. Next episode.
who pissed on the carpet?
That was Ryan when he was coming up with this game. So we're going to move out of Ryan's game corner, and we just had the qualifier number 6 on October 4th, which is 10 days out from when we're recording this. So that happened 2 Saturdays ago. And this was the second to last qualifier before the December championship. So there is one more chance for anyone to qualify for December. And it was action-packed. Like there was a lot that was going on. So much so that us behind the desk were not able to watch a lot of it just because of all the balls in the air and trying to get everything going. But we're going to talk about the fights that we liked, any of the bots that showed up. Maybe not the ones that got into the final bracket, but we are going to go over the brackets. So before we begin, I'm going to start with let's start with 30 pounds. Let's do this the same way that we do the fight order. So, 30, 12, 3. Let's do reverse order. 30, 12, 30s. I think that's how we usually do this. So let's start with the 30 pounds. The bracket, the top 8 going into the bracket into prime time for the 30s was Ares, Overlord, Colossal Avian, Dead Rise, Kazaa, Determination, which was an interesting story there, Macabot, and Phenomenon, and Synthesis 30. So out of all of these, I think the one that I had my money on going into this was Ares, which, proved to be true in the end because the finale was Ares versus Synthesis 30 with Ares coming out on top. So Ares is just always amazing. The MIT team, we've had them on before. Just love seeing them. So does anyone want to talk about the 30s?
I really love, in the moment, it was hard for us at the desk because we're kind of like the pace of the event, but Ares, Dead Rise, breaking the cage again. So awesome.
Yeah.
Man, I was telling the whole day, whatever you do, don't break the cage. And what do? They don't listen. They break the cage.
The builder from the builder behind Dead Rise ended up with the piece of Lexan in the end. Yep. The piece of, and he was very happy when he got it. So I think that's really awesome. Breaking the cage is like one of those things that I know NHRL doesn't want to encourage, but at the same time really shows the power of these robots, and it's really great. We were watching Kazaa Determination. I kind of like have seen like all the fights for the day and everything like that, and it really shows that Kazaa that all of the Kazaas are very well driven, and they know they're like, as a duo robot like it is extremely oppressive to other robots. I'm happy that Corey was able to get his revenge and take it down again, but even with the weapon that they had with the little heat prong that they ended up having in the day, they did really great all day. So that I like, big props out to them to take, you can't have fire. When were they told? Like 3 days before the event? 4 days?
Yes.
Before the event?
Even. I think it was like 2 days. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is crazy that they modified it and then got it in the box and then got to the semifinals.
So I was trying to remember before, but I had to grab it really quick. But Matt Borres from Bots FC brought a tiny little 30-pound version of Tombstone called Madstone. It was absolutely gorgeous. As far as I understood it, and from the one fight that I was able to grab from them, it kind of suffered from the same kind of fatalities that Tombstone ended up suffering from in the later seasons of BattleBots, with the wheels and not being able to drive and just having that weak spot. So but it was a beautiful robot, and Matt's an amazing driver. Of course, Emulsifier has won how many times now, so it was really cool to see. And that was one of the ones I had my eyes on, and I really hoped he would go farther, but he ended up not making it into the bracket. So
yeah, I mean, it's bringing back that good old horizontal domination. But I mean, like, at this point in the game, a lot of people have setups for horizontals. It's not like early Tombstone where nobody could really fight him, because as soon as he hit you, you were done. He ripped you apart. Nowadays, people like horizontals have to be in a fight and be able to be driven well enough and hit well enough and be strategic enough that they actually have to like be well controlled, like Beetlejuice is, to win fights.
I think the downfall of Tombstone started with that fight with Rotator, when people realized that all they needed was that specific designed wedge to redirect his momentum, and that was it. And Tombstone is a lot more fragile than he appeared if you were able to redirect the energy that he was trying to put into you. So,
and I'm not saying that horizontals are like out of the game at this point. I mean, they are. They're a really well driven, a really well made one. Totally wins tournaments. Like Beetlejuice wins tournaments. They totally win tournaments still. But I think like as a first outing with Madstone, it's going to take a few iterations and a lot more driving to really learn it and get going and get it winning.
Yeah, it is a really pretty bot. It's a really awesome design. It looks really lightweight. It looks like they were able to take a lot of weight out of the body and put it into the weapon. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in the future, because I'm sure Matt will bring it back and keep on throwing it into the box until it does what he wants it to do, because that just seems to be that team's determination. So
yeah, I mean, eventually it'll be like a 30-pound
emulsifier.
Not emulsifier, 30-pound Caldera.
Oh yeah.
Caldera, once again, super well driven horizontal. He knows how to snipe you. I mean, like, Tombstone knows how to snipe you too. I mean, like, Tombstone's a great bot, but all I'm saying is, like, it takes iterations, and it'll take more learning to get that bot all the way to winning tournaments.
Thomas, Tony, Paige, anyone have a 30th they had their eye on, or any notes on the 30, any of those fights?
I don't even like 30s. They're too big.
I know, you're waiting for us to get to the 12s.
I want
Absolutely.
fire. I'm tired of no fire. We need fire to one again.
Yeah, that was the most unfortunate thing. I was hoping to see fire.
Ares Dead Rise fight was very exciting because I was on deck for the next so we were waiting and watching for the sidelines, and then I just hear, "Oh, they broke the cage." I was like, "Oh, how long are we gonna have to wait here for them to fix that?" I was really impressed with the turnaround time.
Oh, they're fast.
The cage. It was quite impressive to watch.
They were impressed with their own turnaround time. I think it was Bob that came upstairs and he's like, "That's the fastest we've ever done that before. We're getting good at that."
Yeah, Ed was very happy with himself.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So after when Dead Rise got that piece of plexi, he gave the weapon blade that broke it to the Ares team, which was really cool. He signed it.
Yeah.
You just took it off right in the pits. He's like, I gotta give them something.
That's so awesome. They will eventually get to the point like a F1 pit crew of just taking the legs on and off.
I will say Joshua did a really awesome job taking Kazaa from, the Kazaa Light to the Kazaa Determination, and he went really far. He turned it into a control bot. I think he registered the lighter part, like the part that lit the fire as the weapon. Wasn't that what he did, Thomas? So it was that can interact.
I'm not fully certain what he did, because I did the safety for a different smaller bot that had a glow plug as their weapon. I actually did the dummy test on it. They set the dummy on fire, which was pretty good. But I'm not entirely certain what Kazaa did for his. I think he was going to do something similar, but
I'm pretty sure he did similar. I'm pretty sure he labeled the glow plug as the weapon on that. Which we've seen glow plugs in the past, buffalo wings be a good weapon, but I think it was more of this is my weapon, but I'm gonna rely more on the control aspect, which he made it all the way to the semifinals, so you can't fault him for it. It worked. It was a good turnaround for the 2 days he had, going from I'm gonna be a dual flamethrower to I'm gonna be a dual control bot. So
that was a speedy change.
Yeah. Yep, very good. And of course, got to talk about Corey really quick in Synthesis 30. He had an awesome run going through. He went through Kazaa Determination, and then he met Ares, and Ares dismantled him very fast. But Corey is in the championships, and Corey knows how to tweak the bot to make it a little bit better every single time. So we'll see what he does. Okay, so 12 pounds. This is the one that Thomas wants to talk about because his beloved Blue Marlin is in here. Though Blue Marlin made it into the round of 16s and then met Void. So how did that go for you, Thomas?
Blue Marlin ran into some unexpected Void. He's gonna be back. Maybe not as Blue Marlin. Maybe as Blue Marlin. There's gonna be some changes. But we all know that Bob is the best builder of fish-themed robots, and he's gonna do some fin kicking in the future.
I mean, doesn't Julian kind of make fish-themed robots?
Oh no! Sharks aren't fish; they eat fish.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure sharks are fish.
Pretty sure sharks
nope,
are fish.
Definitely not.
I went to an aquaculture high school. I'm pretty sure sharks are fish.
Nope, I asked ChatGPT if sharks are fish 12 times until I got the right answer.
You put in, please tell me the sharks are not fish. Are sharks fish?
I can't say that I didn't.
Getting the output you want. So as coming from a family, my son's favorite bot of all time is Huge. So of course I had, Slam Plan going into this. Slam Plan is amazing. He got all the way to the end and then met Maximizer, and Jake was able to dismantle his wheels and take the win. So Maximizer won that. It was just such an emotional and amazing moment watching Maximizer win that 12-pound final. And, he made that amazing speech at the end as well, too. So, but anyone have any 12s they were rooting for?
So anyway, I started maximizing.
I think one of my favorites was Xenomorph, but mostly because Xenomorph was a robot that looked like a 30-pounder. And every time he put it on the scale, I was expecting it to ring up really high. And it was just, oh no, that's a 12-pounder. Okay.
Yep.
That'll work. And it was crazy beautiful too. Xenomorph was a really nice bot. Once again, always good to see Sievert. Sievert this time getting into semifinals was really awesome. With Matt Lantry. I picked the wrong Matt Lantry bot, apparently. But that's fine.
He told you. He told you not to pick the other one. Tony, Paige, either of you have a 12-pound that's memorable?
I got to sit across from Slam Plan during the first half of the competition. He was my table buddy. And
nice.
Watching him go from, my top plate is a little too thick. I'm going to have to switch to the thinner top plates so I can make weight too.
Oh, was that early in the day?
Duct tape.
Yeah.
was the solution for holding my electronics in was a journey.
You know, the funniest thing is last time he brought Slam Plan, he did the exact same thing. So you should just stick to the duct tape at this point. You should just duct tape it every single time.
It's always a good idea.
Yep. Once again, it was really awesome having Zach there and be able to actually meet Zach in person. I know we had him on the podcast, but meeting him in person was really cool. I'm just collecting all the BattleBots builders at this point.
I wasn't able to see any of his fights. I know he wasn't. He just wanted to come and have fun. He kind of, like he said on the episode, he didn't have high hopes for the bot to go very far because he went from I want to make a ring spinner to hey, work is calling me to go somewhere else, so I don't have time to actually do these plans that I wanted. So he had to kind of retool an older bot to make it work. But awesome dude. It was great to meet him. Great to see him there. And I'm sure he had a lot of fun. So we'll have to follow up with him.
I'm sure he'll be back again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We'll have to know how he feels about competing on the wooden floors.
Yeah. Let's ask that.
I believe in his video that he made about visiting NHRL, he was not happy about competing on the wooden floors.
All those California people.
Yeah. Whatever. Maybe we'll convert them to wooden floor people.
I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think so.
They seem much like they're magnets.
Yeah. Yeah, they like those metal floors a lot better. Okay, so let's move over to threes. Of course, this is our arguably most competitive bracket or most competitive weight class, just because of the amount of bots and just the amount of awesome bots that show up here and the amount of fights during the day that go on. When we moved into the bracket rounds, we had, of course, Jelly Baby. I have up to round of 16. So Jelly Baby versus Red Herring, and then Paige went through Cold Snap, and then Paige went through Red Panda. You destroyed Jaren, which was a crazy awesome fight. And then you ended up in the finals with Elytra, who is a bot that we've talked about in the past. So Paige, how was your run through the day, especially once you were in the bracket, like those fights that you went through? How was October?
October was very interesting. I wasn't feeling well through most of the competition, like after the bracket was settled. So it's just a balance of like making sure I was hydrated, keeping cool, and making sure I wasn't going to freak out.
Yeah.
I remember fighting Power On and then being like, okay, well, I guess I need to get ready for my next fight, but I need to I need to be able to move into the next round, and I already have my robot ready, and I know that Red Herring's probably already ready at this point, so I think I had like a 10-minute turnaround time from the Power On fight to the Red Herring fight. Which was very interesting to go from, okay, fight this robot. Okay, now fight this other robot. Okay, now I'm in prime time and I can move over to the tables.
Well, you're a veteran at this point. Do you bring multiple versions of Jelly Baby? Do you have like two or three ready to go with you at the beginning of the day?
So what I try to do is I try to have at least 2 fully built robots and then a spare chassis. So for this competition, I reused the chassis that I fought Monkfish with for a couple fights. And then after that, I think the fight before Red Herring, I decided to swap over during that big intermission between the bracket or the qualifiers and the bracket. I decided to swap over that chassis. So then I had 2 fresh chassis going into the rest of the competition.
Sweet. Does Jelly Baby, I know Jelly Baby is a ton of TPU, right? Does it take a lot of damage, or is it like, does it super duper like flop out of the way when it gets hit?
It really depends where it takes damage and how it takes the damage. So most of the damage on Jelly Baby is not critical. There are a few areas where, like, the parts that retain the front forks, if those get damaged, I swap out the chassis because losing a front fork is basically game over.
Yeah.
But almost anywhere else on the chassis is not super critical. So I can take a lot of damage throughout a competition and still just be fine with the same chassis. So long as there's not like a big cut through it. Like Mako cut pretty deep into it, and Monkfish actually at one point cut deep into it, but I decided to run with the chassis anyways, just because I thought it'd be okay.
That's actually kind of badass that you're just like, it fought against them, but it's fine. It's got a big rip in it. It's fine.
Okay, but where's the weak point?
The weak point is on the inside. You have to get to the inside to find the weak point.
You have to get to the jelly inside, and then you can take it out.
You have to get
inside
through
is
the
all
baby.
jelly and it can't be damaged.
You have to get through the baby and into the jelly.
I'm gonna get one of those King's Cake babies and just sneak it inside Jelly Baby when Paige isn't looking.
Well, that would be really bad if somebody did cut it in half and then babies just started falling out of Jelly Baby.
I was going to say there's actually secretly been confetti in it this entire time, but no one's been able to harm Jelly Baby enough for it to come out at all.
Schrodinger's confetti.
I really want to shout out to Rain and Happy Birthday because they did so well during the day, and they were really cool to meet them and actually be able to actually meet him. And I'm so happy that I took them as part of my team. And they did really well. They got up to the round of 32, which in NHRL is really saying something.
Yeah, especially in the Beatles. Yeah, that's definitely saying something. That's an awesome record to be able to get into the round of 32. Yeah.
Yeah.
Their table is also very cool.
Yep. So that really made me really. And the stickers are the best.
The stickers are adorable.
The stickers.
I love the outfits. I love the outfits though. Just whenever
the music boxes.
Yep.
Whenever a builder dresses up in thematics with their bot, it's just an amazing thing to see. It's very cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, loved it. Yep, definitely happy birthday. We saw Brian back with Eruption. He got into round of 16. He met up with Hookem, which I forget who was driving Hookem. We saw the return of Nitro Hornet, which I don't think we've seen in a while. He got into the quarterfinals and lost against Red Panda. There's quite a few here that I don't think we've seen, either haven't seen this year or haven't seen that many times this year. I know Voxel V1 did not go as far as I thought it was going to go. Got into round of 16, and then Miles, KO'd it with Cold Snap, which then Paige went ahead and destroyed Cold Snap. So, well,
Paige split Cold Snap in half. That lifter's so quick. Turned into smithereens.
Yes.
You should watch that fight, everyone. I actually haven't seen. I barely got to watch fights this event, which was unfortunate. Usually, I used to get to see a couple of them, but
yeah. And I really, we're going to echo chamber this again, but I really want to see episodes come out instead of just a long stream, because it's just such a daunting task to go from working the event and not being able to get a chance to see almost all of the fights, and then going, okay, I should watch it, and then looking at an entire days of video.
12 hours long.
If HGTV is able to take an extreme home makeover, the entire renovation of a house from top to bottom, introducing the family, building it, and then the presentation into a 1-hour show, NHRL should be able to take a one-day event and cut that down into a 1-hour storyline for people to see.
Yes.
Okay, even multiple 1-hour storylines.
Yes. Yeah.
Just Cuz Robotics brings you the latest and greatest in beetle-weight drive motor technology, the Blitz Light, mini-size for mighty drive. At under 45 grams, these are the lightest and smallest 6mm shaft drive motors on the market. Our Blitz Light gear motor includes a fully custom 20mm all-steel gearbox mated to a customized 1604 brushless motor in either 2850 or 3800 kV options. The 29-to-1 gearbox has a super durable chromoly steel 6mm output shaft and M3 threaded face mounting. The Blitz Light can deliver the same peak torque as our awesome Dartbox Dragon brushed motors, but are 37% shorter and 25% lighter weight from brushless power. Make your bot a bit lighter with the Blitz Light, available today at justcuzrobotics.com. That's just C-U-Z robotics.com.
Hey there, bot fans! Are you ready to take your love for the Havoc Rundown to the next level? We've got a ton of ways for you to join the action and support the podcast you love. First, connect with us and fellow robot combat enthusiasts by joining our Discord. It's the perfect place to talk shop, share your favorite bot moments, and stay updated with the latest news and events. Make sure to follow us on Facebook to stay in the loop with episode updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community highlights. It's all happening right there. And if you want to show off your Havoc Rundown pride, check out our merch store on Bonfire. Right now, we've got the official Havoc Rundown logo tee waiting for you. Head to bonfire.com/Havoc-Rundown-T to grab yours today. But wait, there's more. You can also support us directly through our Buy Me a Coffee page at buymeacoffee.com/Havoc Rundown. Every contribution helps to keep the sparks flying and bring you more amazing content. And for the ultimate fans, don't miss our Patreon at patreon.com/Havoc Rundown. As a patron, you'll get exclusive access to bonus content like our Fantasy League drafts, D&D games, special interviews, and other exciting surprises. So what are you waiting for? Join the community, show your support, and keep the gears turning at the Havoc Rundown. We'll see you in the arena. Okay, so let's move on. So that was the October event. Let's move into our special segment that we do with every guest that we have on. So it is time for 5 in Focus. So, Paige, I'm not sure if you listened to an episode in the past, but this is just a segment that each of us has a question that we really want to ask our guest, and it can do with your robot, it can do with what you do for a living, it's just any kind of thing that we'd really want to ask you. So our first question actually comes from Ashley, who's not able to be with us tonight, but Ashley asks you, we've seen you at NHRL a bunch and once this year at Motorama. Are you planning on traveling to any other events next year?
Maybe. I've tried to go to other events in the past other than Motor. I've tried to go to G-Scroll twice, but life happens and gets in the way of fun sometimes, and I've had to not go both times. I don't know if I'll be going with Jelly Baby to other events, but my intention is to go to other events at some point.
Okay, if there's one that you can think of that you would really want to go to, even if it's not like a more local competition, like if there's one wish competition you go to, which one would it be?
What was the one that just happened? Not Boxomania, the one.
Hive Hysteria.
Was it Hive Hysteria, or do you mean Mass Destruction?
Mass Destruction. I want to go Mass D.
Mass D is pretty cool.
I think we've all been thinking about trying to get out there. It seems like a really awesome event.
Yeah.
I've made it to one of them. It's very nice.
Yeah.
The trophies are fantastic.
we are planning on taking more field trips next year. That is part of, spoiler alert, part of our new rebrand that will be coming at the end of the year. But so stay tuned for that. But yes, we are planning as a podcast and as builders and stuff to go out to more of the events locally and maybe more than locally. So, but yeah, that's awesome. Mass destruction. So if you didn't bring Jelly Baby, who would it be that you would bring? Or is that a spoiler? Should we not spoil that? Okay. Okay. I will
think about
Clearly,
it,
it's Jam Toddler.
Jelly Mama.
Whoa.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, wow. Is that a 12 or a 30?
Jellyfish.
Jelly Mama is a 30 that just has like 5 jelly babies that come out of.
It's a multi-bot.
Release the Hypnodrome.
Yo!
Yes.
Wait, this is a quick reminder. Everyone should play the paperclip game if you don't value your time and don't have anything to do.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ryan, I have your question next.
All right. My question is, Paige, double dumpstering in the 3-pound class at NHRL is a pretty insane feat, especially for a control robot. What do you think has led to this success for you?
Oh, so much.
Yeah.
It's really not just like, oh, my design's really good, or it's like, oh, my driving's really good. It's just like, there's so much that goes into actually competing outside of just designing and competing. You have to make sure you have spares. You have to design in a way that facilitates like fast repair and turnaround time. And like also like pre-fight checks. Make sure everything on your robot is functioning before a fight. It's just, I think it's a lot of experience, a lot of trial and error. I have more than 2 full robots worth of failures before I actually got to Jelly Baby, and Jelly Baby went through like 3 major design overhauls.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of iteration and learning.
Do you practice outside of the box with Jelly Baby?
Not even a little bit.
No?
No.
That's honestly crazy for me.
It
With
is.
how good of a driver you are, you're not practicing outside of the box.
You
That's
have
nuts.
dumpstered with a control bot twice, and you don't practice outside of the box? That's insane.
That is so wow. That is actually. Do you like drive RC cars or anything like that at least?
No.
Wow.
Paige just is the Jelly Baby. It's like when you step into a mech suit and you just become your robot. Like same thing.
I can understand that for a more aggressive like weapon bot, like, oh, I just pointed at my enemies and hit them with the weapon. But for a control bot driver that again has dumpstered twice, that's crazy, Paige. You were a very good driver.
But the thing is, it's like not just and we're like geeking out over how good you are at this point. Like, it's not just like, oh, I went to like a small competition and I won first place. It's like, oh, I beat out like 100 and something other beetles with a control robot, with robots that like have insane like joules of energy output. And it's just like, oh, they can't destroy Jelly Baby, so I dominate them is kind of, it's crazy. That's really cool.
Yeah, it is.
No, is it like, was there any like just one thing that unlocked Jelly Baby though? Like, was it like a design of the forks or something like that maybe like unlocked and like really turned the design around for you?
So there were a few things that I did that really made it better, but honestly, Jelly Baby was shockingly well performing from its very first competition, because I went from a robot that went like lost to 1-0, then my next robot lost to 1-0, and then Jelly Baby comes out and I get top 4.
Sick.
And it's like, oh, okay, that was a fluke. I better make sure that it's good next time. And then I redesigned the weapon. I gut most of the SSP influence. I think the biggest change and biggest improvement would have to be switching off of BL Heli 32 and switching to AM 32, because BL Heli 32 had that weird glitch where like if you did like low acceleration, it would like stall the motor slightly, and that really got in the way of my driving. And it wasn't until earlier this year, I think, that I fought against Jackalope and Impact, where I was like, okay, this is significantly impacting my driving ability. I have to get off this firmware. So I switched to AM32 and I get a dumpster. And then the next competition, I play stop 4. And then the next competition, I win a dumpster. It's like, okay, AM32 for life.
I did something right here.
Cool. I don't see it as one of the mailbag questions. I don't think. I don't want to ask a mailbag question.
Let's move on to Tony then. That's
okay.
fine.
Move on to Tony. I'll ask if we have time later. Okay, go on.
So you've now won 2 dumpsters. You're now going to be in your 2nd World Championships. We've heard from other builders how that people are actually starting to look up to them. So what would you tell all the little pages out there if they were interested in robotics and how to start?
All the jelly babies out there.
How did you not write it that way, Tony?
Because I'm not Thomas, that's why.
You don't need a fancy education. You don't need a whole lot of equipment. You do need some equipment. Really, all you need is a 3D printer, some free CAD design program, and just go for it. Just try, and then fail, and then try, and then fail, and then learn from those failures and look to other bots for inspiration in your design. Like that little voice that you hear in the back of your head when you're watching robots. You go, well, why don't they do this with their design? That's what you should listen to. Listen to that voice and then run with it and figure out why people don't do it like that. And maybe you'll find something unique and that will take you very far, because that's the design approach I went with Jelly Baby.
That's awesome. Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Thomas, you have your surprise question that you never told me beforehand.
I've got a very important robot-related question. What is your favorite regional food that you think is underrated that everyone should give a try at some point in their life?
I would definitely have to say onigiri.
Onigiri. Can you explain to the non-weebs in the audience?
You take rice.
The uninitiated.
You put it in a rice cooker. You cook that rice. Then you take whatever thing you want to put inside of that rice. You prepare that, and then you take the rice out and you stuff it full of your filling, and then you encase it inside of the rice. And that is your meal. It is delicious.
Okay.
So for Pokemon fans, these are also known as jelly donuts. If anyone has an H Mart or a Mitsuwa or any other Asian market around, decent chance that they have onigiris. Good choice. Get one. They're not very expensive. Tasty.
Okay.
Good taste, Paige.
Nice. I feel like Thomas is definitely feeling that feeling that selection. Okay. Very nice. Okay, so I guess my question is last. So you've had to fight a wide range of designs: drums, wedges, lifters, spinners. Is there one archetype that you secretly enjoy fighting against the most? And opposite, is there one that you don't like fighting against more?
I like fighting other control bots. I don't like fighting anything that is a multi-bot. Multi-bots, I do not like fighting.
What about a multi-control bot?
No, that falls into the multi-bot category then, and then it's like, oh god.
Yeah, that's understandable, because the control bots it's that kind of challenge. It's that, oh, okay, well, here's something where I don't have to worry about being destroyed, and it's going to come down to which one of us was the most aggressive and had the most control, versus multi-bots being, okay, which one do I pay attention to? And if I'm trying to control this bot, then this one's going to get behind me. I can totally understand how that would be very frustrating to deal with. So
I fought Bob at Motorama, and it was one of the funnest
Yes.
I've ever had. It was just, it was wonderful.
I'm pretty sure we were cage side for that
We were.
one, and it was really great.
It was, yeah.
Oh,
Yep,
yes.
we were. Why
Yes.
hasn't Bob brought that? Has Bob brought that to NHRL?
Yes, he's brought
Okay.
it.
I don't remember that, but okay.
Do you have a dream matchup that you have not fought yet?
I want to fight Caldera. I want to fight Chainsaw Kitty.
Oh, yes.
How have you not fought
Did not
Chainsaw?
Kidding. I looked because I'm like, okay, who would win? And I'm like, you haven't fought him yet.
We will
Yeah.
fight in the final round of finals.
Hey, Jake hasn't released
Hell yeah.
the script yet. You can't just say that.
Oh, sorry. Was that...
Yeah.
Is Keziah bringing Chainsaw in November? I don't know if
I think so. I'd have to look, but
okay.
Yeah.
I just know that the only opportunity for us to fight this year would be in finals because I'm not going to November.
Right. And yeah, okay. Yeah, that would be an amazing 3-pound final for championships. We can't call it finals. We'll get in trouble calling it finals.
Also, quick shout out to Jake, who called the Maximizer Slam Plan final
Yes.
a week before the event. Jake, how?
He wanted to fight Slam Plan that bad.
He just willed it into existence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro isn't fighting robots. Bro's fighting like otherworldly forces.
He modified the robot specifically to fight Slam Plan. He had to fight
he
Slam Plan.
modified time and space to will this.
Okay, so that was the final question in our 5 in Focus. So our final segment is we turn to our listeners who will submit questions into our Discord whenever we are having a guest of the things that they want to know from that guest. And again, these are, builder questions or about your robot, about pretty much anything. So let us check our voicemail and look at the listener mailbag.
You've reached the voicemail of
The Havoc Rundown.
Please leave your message after the tone.
So the first one is from Brian from Crafty Cat Robotics. What's the longest match streak Jelly Baby has gone without needing any kind of repair or part replacing? 2? Okay.
Simple, easy.
Like I honestly, Jelly Baby almost always needs something swapped out.
Okay.
But it usually has to be swapped.
What's the thing you swap the most between fights? Is it the forks or? Okay.
Forks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember you said that the forks were the most important, and if a fork takes damage, then that's a pretty important swap. So makes sense.
Is there different kinds of forks, or is there like a floppy fork and a firm fork?
Nope.
Like no, it's just all floppy.
Oh,
Is there a fork?
the thing that is my favorite question is, hey, what's your perimeter and infill settings for the floppy forks? And my answer is whatever I'm feeling of the day before the competition and when I need forks.
Have you considered this? Spoons.
Spoons.
Yeah.
Or actual forks.
That's what the Balleens are. Those are my new salad forks.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's a really cool design. I love seeing those on a robot anytime. I think that was a innovation by the Panda team, right? Originally, wasn't that a Kevin and Ariel innovation originally? The Balleens,
At least they were using it a lot,
right?
On Hodor. I think it's a thing that I'm not exactly sure where it came from originally, but it kind of like popped up and then suddenly everybody was using them. And I don't think you see them quite as often anymore. But yeah, it was like a really big flare of bots using the Balleen forks for a little while there.
Yeah. Okay, so our next question comes from Brandon Bennett Young of Phenomenon and Phenomenon fame. Team Leatherbacks. That's the team I was trying to remember his team. Team Leatherbacks. What excites you the most about running a control-based machine? If you could add one feature to Jelly Baby that doesn't count towards final weight, what would it be?
My favorite thing about running a control control-based robot is the fact that I can play with so much more weight into my chassis design than other builders, because my weapon is TPU. It weighs about 40 grams.
Right.
And it's that in the servo motor, and that's it. So all the rest of the weight goes directly into the chassis armor, which makes it indestructible. And I like the fact that I could throw myself at the enemy and bounce right back and take no damage, and then just keep ramming myself into them until they stop.
Maybe is that the secret to your driving? That just no fear at all? You have no fear of like getting destroyed because Jelly Baby doesn't die? Is that the secret?
A little bit.
Nice.
When I was fighting Radix, I remember shouting, "Show no fear!" right as it breaks my left right side.
Yeah, and and the other part of that is if you could add one feature to Jelly Baby that doesn't count towards final weight, what would it be? So just a free item that we wouldn't weigh.
Oh, I would like to engineer some way for Jelly Baby to pick up the opponent, like Red Storm.
Oh yeah,
I want that. That is my control bot fantasy, is to be able to do that.
A
3 pounds
suplexer.
low.
Have
Like
you reached out to
Luchador.
Kevin and asked like the engineering behind that?
I actually got to talk to him at a previous competition, and he showed it to me, and I was just like, there's no way I can fit this into Jelly Baby's design at all.
Okay, but what if you entered an Eric kit? Or maybe 2 Eric kits?
I don't know, Thomas.
It's the Jelly Baby 12-pounder.
So Megan, our queen of robot rumbles, our freestyle master at the desk, asks if there was an exclusive Jelly Baby themed jelly, what would be in it?
Jelly Baby jelly? I don't know.
Like what flavor would be, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Pink flavor.
Burnt plastic.
Ooh, lipo.
That's thematic, at least.
Well, hey, they had burger flavored perfume and stuff, so I could totally.
Right. Okay.
VOC flavored jelly is my pick.
Okay.
Pumpkin spice.
Our next question comes from the one and only Gwen. As a triple platinum member of Gwen's rewards program, are there any accommodations or tweaks we in management can make to ensure your next day is as successful as the last 2? I'm assuming you know what that means.
I do know what that means.
The Gwen.
No, it's been phenomenal. Like there's always orange juice. It's great.
You could have requested a continental breakfast.
No, you see, all I need is the orange juice. The orange juice is the most important part of my functionality as a human being, is having orange juice in the morning.
Do you think the other builders are going to start taking note and drinking orange juice, and then they might beat you?
So I hope so. Or everyone can use a little bit more orange juice in their diet.
It prevents scurvy.
Hey, I drink a cup of orange juice and eat a bolus of oatmeal every day.
Well, there you go, Gwen. There's your feedback that you were looking for. Alex from Team Pandemonium says more and more builders are coming up with Jelly Baby configs to counter your bot. Are there any bots you feel you need to make a config for specifically?
Yes. The Baleen was specifically for Eruption and Impact. Those are the 2 robots that forced my hand for that, and that was originally for those 2.
Okay.
And it just turned out to be very effective against everybody else. So, and then Monkfish. Monkfish needs a specific config because I cannot do anything against it as the base configuration for Jelly Baby. So I need something special.
Okay.
Is there a point where you put metal onto Jelly Baby ever?
Jelly Baby had metal. Still has.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The frameworks. Originally, Jelly Baby had metal pieces as a part of the front lifter, but I removed it after the first competition because it just got damaged, and I found that TPU was a much better solution for that. And then it's where the baleen go. I actually have an alternative config that was originally AR500 forks, but then I found out that the baleen were more effective, so I dropped the metal forks.
That's awesome. Cool.
Okay, very cool. Ben H from The Wall Part 2 says, will we ever see a return of Hitchhiker or Handle with Care? And do you have any future plans for any new robots?
No, those 2 robots are dead and gone. They're sacrificed to
They are
create
buried.
Jelly Baby was their contribution. Future robots, yes. Maybe. We'll see.
Okay. Again, it's a secret. It's spoilers, so.
Spoilers.
As in, I haven't done any design work on it yet.
We're gonna see Jam Mama soon.
Jam Mom.
That's the 12.
Preserved child.
Yeah, that's the 12 with the lip.
Reserve
Yeah.
Child. Oh, I like that name a lot. Okay, and the final question comes from Che, whose name is your mom on our Discord. The
That's her
mom
robot.
of Rain from that's her robot. Rain from Happy Birthday. She says, "Hi Paige, what robot inspired you to make Jelly Baby?"
The biggest inspiration would have to be Fully Defined. Fully Defined was the driving force for all of the robots up until Jelly Baby, for just the overall form factor, because I really saw its potential as a control bot. And then I took notes from the good and the bad notes from Crash Fest and the SSP kit. I looked at what they did well, I looked at what they did poorly, and I designed around my observations of those 2 robots.
Okay. Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so that was all the questions. That wraps up another episode of the Havoc Rundown. Huge thanks again to you, Paige, for joining us tonight and sharing your journey behind Jelly Baby's second dumpster win of the year. It's always exciting to see a builder push the limits, especially if a control bot limits in a division that's constantly evolving, and you've done that once again this season, so very cool. And congratulations again on your dumpster. It was amazing to see you get your second one.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And Jama welcomed you into the Double Dumpster Club.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very exclusive.
With only one more qualifying event before December's championships, the tension is building. Jelly Baby is not only the most recognizable bots in NHRL, but also one of the most studied, so we'll see what kind of new counters and surprises show up in December for the championships, and what Paige has in store. If you want to stay up to date with the latest episodes, event previews, recaps, and Fantasy League Chaos, be sure to follow us on all of our socials. You can find everything in one place at linktr.ee/Havoc Rundown. Again, that's linktr.ee/Havoc Rundown. Whether you're a builder, a fan, or just discovering the sport, we're glad you're here with us. Thanks again, Paige, to the Rundown crew, and to all of you for listening. We'll be back next time with more Robot Chaos, Bot Talk, and Fantasy Showdowns. Everyone say goodbye to our wonderful, wonderful listeners.
Farewell, gamers.
Bye, everyone.
Have a good one.